When I decided to do the book, Fearless Photography Portraits, it was for a very specific reason. Portraiture, I think, is often confused with how to light somebody. And that's a very personal thing. Many photographers are known just by how they light a portrait. You can look at somebody's picture and go, oh, so-and-so took that. And I wanted to completely step away from that. I wanted to put the onus much more on the art of getting the best portrait out of the everyday person. Regardless of your lighting style, regardless of who you think you are as a photographer, getting people to step outside of their comfort zone and take everyday, ordinary, average Joes and get them to bring something to the portrait. This book was not written and aimed at any particular level of professional photographer. It was put together to try to bring out the best in everybody, whether you're just starting out or you've been a photographer for 20 or 30 years. What I mean by that is, I think sometimes we get stuck in a rut. We get stuck in a way of doing things. We get known for a certain style of photography. And what I wanted to show with this book is that you can step outside of your comfort zone and you can push the limits and you can make great portraiture and have fun doing it along the way, and also build your business in a new direction with the regular average person. And I think people that buy this book will hopefully be inspired to try something different. It's not about your equipment, it's not about your lighting, it's about having the courage to approach portraiture in a different way. I tried to use as many different types of photographic equipment as I could, because I wanted to show that you really don't have to be pigeonholed into, well, if you shoot with a Nikon, or if you shoot with a Canon, or if you have this particular lighting setup, or if you buy these strobes, you're only going to be able to get these results. I try to completely cover the gambit, from the cheapest equipment to some medium price to some more expensive. But the bottom line is the equipment doesn't make the picture, it's the idea. And that's what the premise behind this book is getting people to actually put great ideas into practice. And I'm showing you some equipment that will help you get there, but that's just scratching the surface. Your equipment isn't going to give you the portrait, only you and your ideas are going to get you there. When I was approached to do the book Fearless Photography Portraits, I was so excited because I knew from the moment that they told me the concept that I would be able to realize some of the portraits that had been smoldering in my little locked box of ideas for years. I think the problem with portraiture today is that people think they just turn up, you're going to do a nice head and shoulder shot, we're going to frame it in an 11 by 14, hang it on the wall, thank you very much, and walk out. This book is completely different. This is approaching portraiture from the point of view of trying to get the best out of your subject. Not going in with preconceived ideas about how to do the portrait, but getting to know your subject a little bit, bringing some crazy ideas into it, asking them to do things that maybe you wouldn't ask anybody on any given day. When I decided that I wanted to put two people into a heart made of fire, most people just gasped or rolled their eyes and said, no one's going to do that. But I knew that people would. And I think that is what's so exciting about this book. You get to push the limits of portraiture and you get to find out what the average Joe will do for a picture. And you get some great results. It's not boring, it's exciting, it's inspiring, and it takes photography to another level. You don't need to be pigeonholed. You don't need to do something that you don't find exciting. You can bring an element of excitement and joy back into your work by just pushing the limits a little bit. And everybody that I shot in this book is a regular person, everyday person. Nobody special, nobody paid, no models, no actors, just people that had a vision that wanted to see it come to life. And once you actually start talking to people, you realize that we're all just the same. We all have little fantasies, and some of them make for incredible portraits.